I am Yusuf Abdullah Mahfouz. I am going to talk about the project of our computational mathematics course. So this is our final project. In this project, actually, we need to solve three mathematics problem and write down C programming code. So this code will show the output of those three problems. So the first problem, we need to calculate the matrix determinant. The second problem, we need to calculate the LU factorization, and for the third problem we need to solve the math using interpolation method. And finally our project, the menu screen should be like this. So a menu screen will appear and there are four options there must have. So let's move on to the code and check how is it. So this is our final code. This code combines the all three of the mathematics. So we have used user defined function here, if, for loop and do while loop. So this is a user defined function. This is also another user defined function for calculating interpolation. And this is the int main part of our code. So this code will this part will call the user defined function when they need. For example, when the user wants to calculate the determinant, the main function will call the determinant function and the determinant function will do the rest of the work. If the user wants to do the LU factorization part, the main function will call the LU factorization function and this function will solve the rest of the work. And if the user wants to calculate interpolation, the user need to input 3 and the main function will call the interpolation user defined function. In the main function we have used switch technique and while code also used. So let's run the code and check. No problem. So we can see that, okay, let's make it bigger. Okay, we can see that after the compilation is done, this is the main menu of our code. So at first it is displaying the text welcome to Matador calculating machine. So what you want to calculate? So one is determinant calculation, number two is LU factorization, number three is for interpolation, and four is for exit. So the user need to input 1, 2, 3 or 4. If any other input is given, then the code will tell to give the valid input which is from 1 to 3 or 4. So let's enter 1. Give the size of square matrix which you want to determine. For 2 by 2 matrix press 2 and for 3 by 3 matrix press 3. So we want to test the 2 by 2 matrix first, so we enter 2 and we later on check the 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, the matrix is given in a question, so we check the value and input it. The first row 1 column 1 value is given 3 in our question, and the row 1 column 2, the row 1 column 2 value is 1, the row 2 column 1 value is -2, the row 2 column 2 value is 2. So it shows that calculating determinant of 2 by 2 matrix, and the determinant for matrix 2 by 2 is 8. So now it is asking that do you want to continue, press yes or no. If you want to calculate again, press Y. If you want to exit, press no. So actually we want to continue, so we press Y and give enter. So enter your choice. Actually we want to calculate the determinant of 3 by 3 matrix now, so we press 1, enter. So as we want to calculate 3 by 3 matrix, we enter 3. Okay, now we need to input the value. So the we actually we're testing this value. This is the matrix, the output is 55, so we input this matrix value and check how it is. So the row 1 column 1 is 2, row 1 column 2 is 1, row 1 column 3 is -1, row 2 column 1 is 3, row 2 column 2 is 1, row 2 column 3 is 4, row 3 column 1 is 5, row 3 column 2 is -3, row 3 column 3 is 3. So as we can see, the calculating determinant of 3 by 3 matrix, the result is actually 55, and here in the question it is showed that the output should be 55, and yeah, our code is showing that the output is 55. Okay, now what to check? Now we check number 2 option, which is LU factorization. So here we want to continue, we enter Y. Enter your choice. Actually we want to do LU factorization, so we enter 2, give the variables. Okay, the actually the variable is given, so we enter this part as user input. Enter variable 3. Oh, the variable number you enter is less than 3. Please input another variable number. Okay, we need to enter 4 variable. Row 1 is 3, next value is 6, next value is -3, the final value is 3. The row here for row 2, the value is 6, second value is 15, next value is -5, and that another value is 11. For row 3, the value is -1, -2, 6, 9, and for row 4 we give another value like 10, 2, 5, -1. For the elements of B matrix, we enter 4, 9, 7, 3. So here we can see the code is compiled successfully, and here the L decomposition matrix is 3 0 0 0 6 3 0 0 minus 1 0 5 0 10 minus 18 21 minus 23, and the U decomposition is 1 2 minus 1 1 0 1 0.33 3333 and 1.66667. For row 3 is 0012 and row 4 is 0001, and the set of solution is x1 equal to 1.7343, x2 is negative 1.93237, x3 is negative of 1.75362, and x4 is 1.71014. So we have checked the option 1, option 2, and now we check option 3, which is interpolation. So we press Y because we want to continue, and enter choice number, which is 3. Enter. So give the number of data point that are less than content 7, so we enter 5. So for data point 1 we enter 2, sorry 1. 1, y is 4, for data point 2 is 3, y is 8, for data point 3 x is 4, y is 10, data point 4 x is 5, y is 13, data point 5 x is 8, y is 17, and our point is 4.5. So we can see our code have done the calculation of interpolation and point. So the p of x equal 1.32695 plus 2.56279x plus negative of 0.735069 x square, and p of 4.5 is 11.371. So if we check the code further, we want to continue and press y. Now what if we enter 5? Let's input 5. As we have only 4 options, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when the user input anything other than 1, 2, 3 or 4, the code will show invalid choice, and then it will ask again the user to input a valid value which is 1, 2, 3 or 4. So we enter 4 as we want to exit, and it is asking that program is finished with exit code 0. Press enter to exit console.